Hello, it's Sally here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be finishing off my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery project. So we're on the last prompt at the moment. I'm a little bit late to starting it, and it's the winter flowers. So I have decided to do, I've got this fabric here, so I thought I would use this fabric. It's lovely and Christmassy, which is the time of year we're in at the moment, so I thought that would be really nice. So it's a poinsettia is my flower. So I've cut out the right size that I need for my pages. I've used my template again, so I know what size I'm going to use. And because it's quite a thin fabric, I've just put a piece of calico on the back. I haven't done anything to it. It's just sat on top of it at the moment. I'm not going to stitch them together. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dive in and start with the poinsettia first. I have just grabbed my typewriter, and I've just done a poinsettia label and also a figure 12 label, because that's the last of the prompts, so I will be able to put those on at the end. So I'm going to start with the poinsettia. So what I've done is I've just grabbed a load of, let me show you these first, kind of reddishy colours. They're not all going to, I mean, that one there's even got blue in it and some orange in it, but I just thought they kind of go well together, as in textures and tones and everything. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to use them all, but I just thought I'd gather some and just do some thread painting really, and some weaving on this poinsettia, just to pick this out of the fabric. So in my hoop, like that. And I am just going to start. So I've got this piece of, oh, what's it called? I don't know, gauze. It's kind of a gauzy type thing. I think it's been hand dyed. And I thought that would make quite a nice textural leaf for one of mine. So I'm going to start with that. The only thing I haven't got is red thread. What have I got in here? Something hiding. Right, I've got that one at hand. It's a little bit brighter, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. So let's get some of that. And a needle. This is just a regular sewing thread. So I'm just going to decide which leaf I'm going to put this one on. I think I'm going to do that one actually. So I'm just going to snip a piece of that off, just like that. And I think if I stitch, I'll be able to put it on. That's what I'm going to do, like that. This is just going to be textural leaves, or petals, I suppose, aren't they? Oh, I might put some beads in the middle actually, because that's got a green centre. So all I'm going to do is just kind of go around the thread, sorry, not the thread, the fabric, and around the edge of the petal. I could just use my needle, there's the edge of the petal, and then just use my needle to pull my fabric over. And this is so sheer, actually, you can see the vein of the petal through this fabric. I'm sure you can see that, just the veins are coming through. So it's not an actual complete block of colour. So how are you all today? I hope you're all enjoying the holiday season. I may just have to trim that a little bit. I'm going to make sure I have got enough to go over. Yes, it's quite a lot there. So that's the end there. I'm going to come up to the side now. That just doesn't look as though it's flattened down very well. I'm just going to come in that one again. Sort of got a knot. Alright, okay, so what I think I might do is just go down the centre just to make sure it's all attached. I'm going to do little stitches just down the centre. I can still see the vein, so I'm just following that line down. Oops. There we go. Got some stray. There we go. So that's the first one. Right, so I'm going to choose another petal that can go away, and I thought I would do some thread painting. This looks quite a nice one to use. So it's it looks like it's doubled over. Let's just take a length and see. So that kind of knotted that bit. Is it just because it's, yeah, that's okay. That looks like it's got a knot in already. We'll use that end as the knot. Okay, we'll see how we get on with this one. I need a thicker needle. So I'll use my thicker needle here. Right, it's a bit long actually. I just think it's going to tangle. I'm just going to chop that a little bit off. I'll use that in a bit. Let's try again. That's better. Right. Okay, so which I'm just thinking. Start at this end. It's a little bit textured, this is, so it's a little bit rough to pull through. I'm just going to be careful with it. This is a kind of like a, I'm not sure whether it's called fern stitch or fly stitch. I think it's fly stitch. So I'm going up one side, down the other, then back up in the centre to catch the loop, and then down centre, just a tiny little bit away from it, and start going up on one side, so you're making a V, down the other, and then you catch the loop in the centre. So I'm going to be careful not to pull it too much, to just to get those the bumpy bits through. So I can't believe we're at the end of the 6 months project. I was having a look through all of my pages earlier on, just to check that they were all in order and everything, ready to sew together to make into my book. Yeah, there's such a lot of work that we've all put into this last 6 months. And then we'll be starting a new one soon, which is exciting. I think I've pulled that's it. Yeah, so are you looking forward to the new project? I am. I've got my canvas ready, and just been doing a little bit of research on still lives. Not too sure, I haven't got a final design or anything like that. It'll appear as it as it evolves. Right, so this is now, it's gone into the orangey red, it's coming into the pinky red now. It's not that true to a proper poinsettia's colour, but I just thought it would add a little bit of interest. You see these everywhere at the moment. They're in all of the shops in the UK. Yes, as I was saying, I'm going to, this is probably going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a longish video, it'll probably be a cut video where I'll cut, and after I've done this one, I'm going to show you one more, and then I'm going to pop off and do the rest of them, I think. I'm going to do some weaving on one, and then just, I don't know, thread painting on another. Just so that I fill in all the leaves, petals, not leaves. And then I think I might do find some green beads to do the centre. And that's really all I'm going to do. I'm just going to concentrate on this poinsettia, so this stands out from the on the fabric. And then put my labels on, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to put my book together. Mine's going to be, it's not going to be a concertina as in Rachel's last, did you see Rachel's video where she's done her beautiful concertina like one? It's all in that lovely box and everything, and she can pull hers out. I'm just going to use my book and sew the pages together, I think. But by the end of the video, it will be all finished. There's a bit of white there. I don't know whether that's where this has been hand dyed, not by me, someone else. But there's a bit of white there. I think it's where it's missed the dyeing process. But it'll just be a highlight, like, you know, like these are highlights here. Right, so we're nearly done on this one. Not too much longer. I'm just going to squeeze the centre ones up a little bit, just because we're getting very near where I'm going to be doing some beads. So, ouch. Stuck the nail on my thumb. I think one more and I'll be done. There we go. So that's a lovely texture and lovely tones as well there. Just do that one more time. That's just enough as well, wasn't it? Right, so yeah, that's another one done. Okay, so put that there, put that in there. So I'm going to weave one of the petals. This is another hand-dyed one. I think this might have come from the same person. I don't know, I can't remember who I got them off, but they're selling them. This is a bit of a paler one, but because I'm doing weaving, I can weave a darker one. I don't think I've used this yet. Still tied up. I'll have to snip that. Righty-ho. So I think I'm going to do this one here, and this is just going to be a woven one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the middle, just because it keeps my stitches even, and it'll keep my stitches. So even though I'm not, the leaf is the leaf is going that way, I'm just going to go straight across, and then I'm going to go side to side and just put in some thread across, so as not to waste any. On this one, I can actually come up near to where I went down. I'm not wasting as much thread. With that one, you don't get a choice, you have to do that, but in this one, you don't have to. So not too close together. This one isn't, because I'm going to use a thicker thread or wool to go the other way. Just wondering, do I need another one? I don't think I do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to weave my way back up to the middle and start the other way. I think there's one more on this one. There, and that's done. That way it's done. I've just got to do some weaving. Wasn't a very good knot. Okay, so that's that. Right. I'm thinking this one here, it's what's that one there I've got? Oh, I've got that. I like that, but it's got bumps on. I'm just wondering how that will go when it's woven. I'm not sure if that's going to be the right one. I've got chenille. Have I got enough? The problem. I've got that. I'm going to go for that one, just because I know I've got enough of that one. So I need another needle. Keep that other one threaded. Use another one. Find the end. Right. Start with that. This one's got lovely pink and lilac going through it. So not the traditional, not red, but I just think I think it will be okay. Righty-ho, let's get a knot in that. And again, I'm going to start in the middle. Okay, I may need a thicker needle. Just thinking, just because of I'm going to use the blunt end. Ow! Just to get my thumb. The blunt end of the needle, it threads through better. So I'm just going to weave through as far as you can. Pull it. I always find it looks a mess at first, but once you start to get going, it looks great. It's got some thicker and thinner bits. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and then up one side of it. So we'll work this side. Just have to be careful it doesn't knot or anything at the back. And then just do the opposite of what you've just done. Up. So I think I'm going to continue this off camera, but just doing different decorative stitches and weaving on all the petals. Until it's finished, and I'll show you how I'm putting my book back together, and I can do a flip through if you'd like to see it. There we go. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that's looking so far, so I'll be back soon. Right, so I have now done some stitching on the poinsettia, and that's all finished. So what I've done, I'll just hold it up. I'm just going to stand up so I can make sure you can see it in the camera. Yeah, okay, so done some stitching there. That one's a weaving, more of the stitch, I think it's fly stitch. Then this is more of the gauze fabric, the muslin maybe fabric, I don't know what it's called. More weaving, so I've just done different stitches all the way around, and I've put my beads in the centre. I've also labelled it now and put the poinsettia label on, so that's all finished. I'm not doing anything else to that. That's all I want to do, so that's all done, and it's just put everything together now. So my first thought was I was going to stitch all the pages together, but I've done a little bit of a cheat. So this is, I'll go through everything once it's all done. But what I've done is I've just started to actually, okay, I haven't. I thought I started to glue my pages, but they've come undone. So I may have to, perhaps I haven't put enough on. They all seem glued together. Is it just that one that I haven't done? Yeah, I think it might be that one. Right, I probably haven't put enough on. So I've started to glue it. I've got a hair caught there. Right, so I'm just using some PVA glue. If this doesn't work, then I will have to stitch it, but I can see a hair hanging around. Right, I can still see it. Where is it? Okay, so I'm just on the backs of the pages, putting them all together. I don't think I put it up. Right, I've got it. It's a hair. Right. Because I've not just stitched on one layer of fabric, there's a few layers of fabric on each page, and the glue isn't going to go through. So I saw Sarah do some on hers last night when she was putting hers together, and it seemed like a good idea because it doesn't take as long to glue as it does to stitch. So I just thought it might save me a little bit of time when really you're not going to see my stitches anyway. Let's pop that one back on. Well, we'll see how that goes. So I've got it over there, and I've done some pages already. Like I say, I'll show you all of the pages when it's in the book. And I've just had to trim a few bits down. That one's number, what are we on? That one's number 6. I want number 7 next. This should be number 7. 7, yeah. So I'm just going to check that it doesn't need trimming anywhere, because I did leave some edges on some of them, but that one doesn't. So I'm going to pop some glue on this one. hard to get out. It's quite cool in here, so probably not as liquid as it should be. Like that, and then just smooth it all out. Put some on there, and then that goes on top of that one, like so. It doesn't matter if it's not that perfect. If I stack them all, then it's going to be fairly perfect. But you will see can you see that, how you've got the lace from the previous pair? I think that looks nice though. So that's that one. Get the next one. It doesn't really matter which page you put it on, I don't think, as long as... Oh, it's making my hands ache. It's so hard to squeeze out. I should have put it by the fire for a bit. It's quite cool here today. I think it's about, I can still see a hair now. Right, definitely got it now. I must be molting. Yeah, it's about 9, I think it's about 9 degrees today, so it's not mega cold today. But my friend in Australia, Christy, she let me know that it's, I think it's what you'd call a cool day in Australia. I think it's about 25, something like that, which is here in the UK, that's a perfect summer day. But obviously in Australia, you expect a lot more heat, so that's a cool summer day. Right, so that's on there, and then we'll get the next. I should have checked the next page first, actually, because it might need trimming, or it might not. I'm just going to check. No, it doesn't. So that was 7, wasn't it? This is number 8. Just get it straight, and that's just going to be popped straight on. The forest floor scene. When I was looking through this earlier on, and you go through them all, you think, oh wow, that seems ages ago when I did that. But like, it is 6 months of work, isn't it? So I should have got a wet wipe, but I haven't. So my hands are all sticky. Right, I think I've got these all in order, so I should be okay just to zoom through them. I'm just going to chop that off a little bit because that's too wide. I think that side goes over as well. Just take that little bit off. My little duck. So let's pop more glue. To rest in between. Give some more muscles. It's really not coming out very fast at all. There we go. Okay. Okay. Hands on the back of that one. All right, so we're on this one here. Oh, it seems a little bit longer, but it doesn't matter if it sticks out like that. I may have to put heavy books on top of them maybe. So what number was that one? I can't remember. That one was number 9. So we've got number 10. Number 10 next. Let's just see if it needs any cutting off of that one. Nope, that one's fine. Oops. Oh dear. Okay, so that one goes that way up. Like that. Fold over. I'm just trying to keep it all straight so that it's going to be about the right size to pop in my book. Right, 2 more left. Apologies if you can hear talking in the background. It is the Christmas holidays here and we're all at home, and you might hear family in the background. I've already had to tell them to turn the music off. We had music on. I had to tell them to turn it off because, or turn it down, I said, but they've turned it off, I think, because you can hear it. I haven't got a door on my room, so you can hear everything that's going on around the house. Right. Should check this one. Do we need to trim it down? I don't think I do. It says Mr. Owl. Oh, do you know what? Do you know what? That was supposed to go over, wasn't it? Because I said I would do that like that, and I've gone and completely forgot all about that bit. So as not to cut the doily, I said I would tuck that over and then start number 12 with that. And I don't think I can do it because there's number 12. Oh, look at that. I can just get it on without it hiding the figure bit. That would be perfect, won't it? So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to just pop the page on first and then I'll sort that bit out. Again, I'm going to glue it. I just want to see, I'm impatient. I want to see it finished now. Okay, so that goes over there. Now this one, I'm just having to check. Yeah, I just need to trim. You just pop that over because I've just finished this one, so I just need to trim those edges a little bit. I'm just going to snippety snip and rip. Snippety snip and rip. Oh, I'm sticking to all the threads now. I think it was just that, probably just that one. That one's a little bit long as well. Let's just get rid of some of that. And that's it, perfect. Get rid of that. And right, I'm just going to fold, because I've just done this one, it hasn't got any folds in it, so I'm just going to fold it just so that I've got a crease that can guide me. So all the others have been sitting creased up already, so I kind of know what I'm doing there. So that goes there. It looks a little bit short. I wonder if I've done it right. I'm just going to put it over a little bit. No, it just doesn't seem quite right. Okay, and then that's going to go over there. I might even put it up a little bit more. Then that's not going to get in the way. I may have to put more glue on this one. Not sure whether that's done anything. Right, that's got to be. Okay. Let's get some glue here. come out the holes. Like I say, I will go over everything just to check that it's all stuck down there. That's okay. Then that one will go there. Okay. Then, oh, I feel gunky. Right, here's my book that I've got. It's got the Treasury of Natural History on it. It was an old book. It was all tatty when I got it and the pages were falling out, so I didn't feel too bad about pulling it apart. So I've got those. Now I did think, shall I keep these? But the way my book is, it doesn't quite fit with that. So what I'm going to do is, and it just about fits in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that onto there and glue that onto there. So that's going to be my cover page. So let's get sticking. Put a fair bit on this. I suppose I could take the top off, couldn't I? But then it'll all come out in one big lump. Sorry, I'm covering you all up, but it's just the way it goes. So that, I don't know how to do this. That's going to go right. I might have to just. Probably should have done this before. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, that's going to go there. That's where the crease is to go, and that's the first page. Right, so that's going to go there, like that. That's going to go over. Okay, because that fits perfectly. So that's going to be stuck onto there. Squeeze a bit harder. Oh, hands are really aching now. Sorry, I'm moaning about it, but there we go. Oh, right. Let's just spread that out a little bit so it sticks to all of it. It's soaking in. That's the problem. That's going to go over there. Oh, look at that. There we go. The only other page I've got to do is the back page now. So that's got to go and stick onto there. And then hopefully, am I being too naive that that's it? It'll all stick together. Oh, right, let's go. I don't know if that's right or not, but I mean, it kind of looks it. So that will go. Oh, I just need to straighten that. It's not quite straight. Oh, and I have to do something actually because I've just realised that's not attached to anything. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, just going to get rid of some of that. Oh, I don't use those scissors. Use some horse scissors. I'll get rid of all of that actually. Well, it's trial and error. I've never made one like this before, so it's all a learning curve, isn't it? Right, let's just get that one straight. And that on there. Bit bumpy, bit bumpy. See how it looks in a second. So I'm just going to mess that one up now. How does it look? I think once it's dry, it will be okay. It seems okay. It seems like a back page. I just need to get rid of these little bits of doodah. Oh, goes all the way across. Doodahs sticking to my hand. I think I just need to get it dry. Okay, so hopefully it's done. I will pop something on top of it and let it all dry, but I just wanted to give you a look through it before, because this is the final time I'm filming this. So that was my, back in, when was it, June? Did we start in June? I think it was June, wasn't it? Started, or was it July? It might have been July actually. So we started in July in the summer. It's my summer in the UK. Obviously different seasons elsewhere, but so that was my first page anyway. Then went on to daffodils. I think it was spring flowers, wasn't it? I haven't headed mine up spring flowers, I don't think. You know, the correct ones. I can't remember what all of the little prompts. But this was my first one, so this was the daffodil. So I did that one, and then we went on to nests. Well, it has got nest on this one, so that was my nest with my little robin as well, and some spring flowers and some feather nest, and my buttons were the eggs. And then we went on to I think it was spring bouquet. Springtime blooms fill my heart. And then they were that's just the index of what flowers I used. The bluebells, the tulip, the pansy, that's a crocus, and what was that one? That one's supposed to be a primrose. What's that one supposed to be? Primrose. That one's supposed to be primrose. Okay. I can't remember what it is. Oh, joy. With joy. Oh, springtime blooms fill my heart with joy. That was it. Then there was this one here, which I absolutely love doing this prompt. So we've got the wildflowers. This was the prompt. Hollyhocks, cow parsley, and the foxgloves, and loved exploring all the different stitches. This was a bit of weaving. We've got some beadwork here, and then these ones here, the buttonhole wheels. So I absolutely loved that, doing that one. Then we went on to, was it insects? So I've got a butterfly flutterby on that one. Lovely springtime colours and summery colours. Then we went on to summer. So this is, what prompt was this? Was it summer flowers? I don't know what the one was, because I've got strawberries. Oh, lazy summer days, that was it. What are lazy summer days made of? So the scent of a rose, daisy chains, yeah, because I put daisy chains around the edges, and then strawberries. Everything's coming back to me now, because you have not visited it for a while. You kind of forget what you've done. So yeah, I did that one. Love doing that one as well. And I just, the textures, everything. I didn't do that. That was already on the doily itself, and that was obviously on the on another doily. But I did all this with the weaving and everything, and the little daisy chains around the edges. This seems to be working okay as well. I'm kind of using it as a book, so it's kind of working. I'm hoping it's going to stay together. And then we went on to autumn leaves. So this is my autumn colours, it might have been actually. So autumn is showing off her splendid hues, all lined up ready to take their turn. Lush green, golden yellow, warm orange, fiery red, burgundy and russet, burnished brown. She's every shade in between. And that was the leaf that I did from the old vintage pattern. And then these were just from a vintage doily. So I love the colours on that one. And then we went on to the forest floor. So all lush greens with the toadstools or the mushrooms, the decayed leaf, the spider's web doily, the ferns, and then we've got the mossy bits down here. And I love doing all these textural little bits as well. Loved all this. So that one was that. Then we went on to, a bird, wasn't it? So this was my mallard that I did. Mallard duck, I up my duck. So yeah, love doing him as well. We've got a little glass bead eye. And then we went on to winter berries. So I did the wreath because we were getting into Christmas time. A wreath of winter berries, mistletoe, holly and ivy. Love the colours on that one. And then, what did we do after that? We did the owl, or I did the owl. I think it must have been winter birds, winter visitors. It was winter visitors, so I did the tawny owl. And this was a quote from Shakespeare. Then nightly sings the staring owl, to wit, to woo, a merry note. So love the colours on that one. And again, so textural and tactile. Love all the textures and everything. And then we're on to the winter flowers. So that was my winter flower, the poinsettia, which I think is apt because we're in the middle of Christmas at the moment. They're all in the shops, they're all out at the moment here. So that's just a great pop of colour on that. And then that's it, it's all finished. So that is I'm not going to do a tie or anything because I just think it's just great as it is. It's just the right size. It didn't go over the span of the span of the span or anything like that. It sits flat. So that's it. All finished. So I'm going to pop something on here, Harry, just to wait down to get it to dry out. I'm going to pop it near the fire, I think, just to dry the glue out. But I just want to say thank you, Rachel and Sarah, for these projects. It's been really fun doing this for the last 6 months, and I can't wait to get started on the new one in the new year. So, and also if you are interested in doing a little bit of slow stitching, I'm starting my own little slow stitching course. It's just called what is slow stitch, #what is slow stitch, and it's just, we're going to start from the beginning, just doing all the lovely basic stitches, and we're going to get gradually more and more and more, so we could fill up a little book of stitches, and we'll do some slow stitch projects. It's just going to be mindful, relaxed, and I hope you'll be there and join in as well. And if you are in the Facebook group, there's also a chat there where we can post photos of our work and everything. So I hope you could join us with that as well. So, but for now, that's it. Not sure when I'm going to do my next video. If I don't do another video before the new year, I hope you all have a lovely new year, and I will see you soon. So take care. Okay, bye-bye.